All right, we're making some hair moisturizer. We got our linseed, flax seeds toasting. Then we're gonna add some water. And we got some water in now. We're gonna bring this to a boil. While we're waiting for this to boil, we're gonna go ahead and cut up our aloe and put it in the blender. Alright, so because we're making a hair moisturizer, I just went on ahead and washed off the leaf, and I'm gonna put this whole thing in the blender. We're not just gonna take the flesh out, we're gonna blend everything and then strain it. We got it all in there, and now we're just gonna take some water, okay, and just enough to cover, okay, and then we're gonna blend. Alright, so now that that's blended, we're just gonna strain it and put it in this bowl.
I know, but we're gonna need more than manners, because right here it says that the rich and famous people hang out at the Polo Lounge. So we don't know nothing about playing no
We're just
damn
gonna
polo.
let that strain.
Then look up in the book.
Because now that this is boiling, okay, we're gonna actually take this and transfer it back into our blender. So we're gonna take this off the stove, put it into the blender, blend it up, and then we're also gonna strain that too. All right, so we got our flax seeds in here. We're just gonna blend this. All right, so we're gonna take our spoon and just kind of move it around to help the straining process. Get some of the liquid out as much as we can. Just gonna help it to move around, and you see it's just dropping down. All right, you see just most of it is down, so we're gonna go ahead and pour our flax seed into the strainer.
Oh yeah, I got this. No problem. That was good, but you might want to go on home now, because I'm here. No, stay, because we're gonna need a few extras in the video.
Okay, and this is what remains of the linseed and the aloe vera leaf. Okay, so nothing goes away, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it just in a little Ziploc baggie, and I'll freeze it. So let's say if I'm making a smoothie, or if I want to make some more hair stuff, I can, you know, kind of repeat this process using this. It won't be as strong, but don't let anything go to waste. Find a way to make it be useful. I will freeze this and likely put it in a smoothie, because I'm getting a full aloe vera and linseeds, okay? Alright, so I've washed out the blender because I'm actually going to basically strain this mixture again. Just one more time for a strain. So we're going to strain this now just to get another strain, and then we'll put it back in the bowl. I'll rinse it out and then we'll put it back in the bowl. So, see, I'm going to try to do this without making a mess. Hold on, let me switch hands. Use my strong hand. It's spilling a little bit, so let me just hold it up a bit and help it so it's not spilling all out. And so you see that goodness there. I'm actually going to taste it. Alright, so here's the remnants. I'm just going to put it with that, and then like I said, I'll put that in a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to taste this. Okay. It's bitter and it's earthy. I'm going to rinse this out. No, we said we don't waste anything. This is going back to the earth. We're giving honor. Okay, but I am going to rinse this out. I'll rinse the strainer because now I'm going to pour this back into the bowl, and so I will also strain it again. All right, so just one final strain, because now we will start to add in our oils. All right, so we had about 1 tablespoon left from the final strain. Have it in a Ziploc bag, and like I said, I'll put it in the freezer and use it for whatever. So here is our strain, aloe and linseed, and you see it's already kind of thick a little bit. All right, so now we're gonna actually get our oils, and you can use whatever kind of oil you want to use. I'm gonna use olive oil, and I'm gonna use mixtures that I already have with shea butter, argan oil, emu oil, pumpkin oil, and then I have a shea butter that has like shea butter with shea powder, and some other things. I'm gonna grab them and show you guys, but this is the part where you can pretty much mix whatever oil you want, okay? Because then we're gonna have to blend it so that we can get it the consistency that we want. All right, so I got the mixer hooked up. I'm actually boiling some water on the stove because I'm gonna actually set the oils that I'm using in here just to kind of loosen them a bit. So I'm gonna use the rest of my coconut oil. I'm gonna use this that I've had. It has shea in it, and here are all the ingredients. I like it. I'm gonna mix this in. I have Nature's Blessing. I'm gonna mix this in too. I'm just gonna put a tablespoon in here. This is some shea butter that I mixed up that has the pumpkin seed oil, emu oil, and argan oil with the shea butter. I'm just gonna take a scoop and put that in as well. I don't have any olive oil. I think I have just a little olive oil left, but I'm also gonna use some avocado oil, and we're gonna do a dash of honey as well. Also just gonna use a cap full of apple cider vinegar and a tablespoon of honey. All right, so there's our tablespoon of honey in there. Cap of apple cider vinegar. Put that in there. It's not much in here. I'm just going to use the rest of this. All right, got our coconut oil in. Put a dash of olive oil in there. Then we're going to put some avocado oil. All right, and we're going to add some avocado oil. I'm going to add a tablespoon of the shea butter that I mixed up earlier this week. All right, we got the shea butter in. All right, so our water is boiling. I'm just gonna set these in, and I'm gonna turn the water off. I just want them to loosen up a bit. So I'm gonna turn the fire off, and we're just gonna let them sit in here for a little bit just to loosen the oil up, because this shea powder one is very, very thick. While I'm waiting for the other ones to soften up, I'm just giving this a mix. Again, this is the shea butter mixture that I made, the olive oil, the avocado oil, coconut oil, honey, and a tablespoon of vinegar. So I'm just mixing this together while I wait for these to kind of just warm up a bit, and I'll probably be taking them out in just a few. All right, you see that one's liquefying, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into the bowl. I'm gonna pour this in. It is hot. Put that in there. Wasn't trying to leave him in too long. You see he got a little bent up, but we're gonna go ahead and pour that in too. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pour this in. All right, so now I'm gonna pour some of the mixture into here so we can blend. And now I'm only going to do a little bit at a time because I want to watch for the consistency. So now that we got all of our oils in, we're going to go ahead and add some of this. So I think I'll start with a cup first. All right, got our cup, so we're going to go ahead and add this in.
Ain't you that girl hit the other girl in her face with your hand?
And because I see how it is, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add another cup. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and add that second cup in. Boom. Alright, and now we're gonna mix. Alright, I have it set on 3 right now, which is blend, and once it gets real blended and that chunk of shea butter is all blended in, then we'll move over to cream. Okay? And then we might even go down all the way to 12 just to give it some power. Alright, we're gonna turn it up a notch. Alright, Alright, so it is mostly blended, okay? I'm going to now take this bowl and just set it in the fridge just to give it a nice chill and change the temperature. And then we're going to blend it down again to make it into a smooth, creamy texture. And while I let that have a little chill, I'm going to finish off my carrot juice, which I'll have a recipe and a video for you guys later on that. Okay guys, of course you know when there's a waiting period, we're not just actually waiting, we're doing stuff. So now it's time to clean up. So I'm going to wash some of these dishes. I'm going to use all of these jars because this is my home stuff, so I'm not going to throw these jars away. When I finish, I'm going to just mix them into these jars. So I'll just push them to the side, clean up everything. And in a few minutes, temperature should drop on the bowl, and then we'll bring it back to the mixer. All right, all clean. So let's check on our mixture because it's been a few minutes. So let's check on it. It should be cooled enough. All right, see the corners? I'm gonna leave it in there for just a few more minutes. All right, so we'll put these in the freezer. Again, this is the Aloe and Flax that came off the strainer, and then this is what it's been strained and what was added to our hair moisturizer. So I'll put these in the deep freezer, and that's where they'll stay.